Hello, it's From Paul here, From Paul on Twitter and From Paul's iPhone on YouTube with an emergency review of an app which I've come across today. I think it's just released, it's certainly not been in the App Store for long, and you heard me correctly, it's an emergency review. Some time ago when I wanted to get hold of an iPad, my wife asked me a very pertinent question indeed. She said, "You've got a laptop. In fact, you've got two of them. You've got a desktop. You've got an iPhone. What could you possibly want an iPad for?" Well, this is the answer. This app is amazing. I cannot even begin to tell you how good this app is. I'm just going to show you. Okay, I've put it in this folder here, my information folder. It's called MetroEarth. And if you're a bit of a geek, like me, always got one eye on the time, one eye on the weather, then at least one of your eyes is going to be pleased with what it sees today, because this is by far the best weather app I have ever seen. And it is by far one of the coolest looking apps. In this day and age where everybody's seen iPad, they all know what it's all about, tablet computing. Just get this app, costs about £3 in the UK. Get this app and wow them afresh. Forget the Retina display, forget that, this is amazing. Okay, you'll notice next to my MetroEarth app is Weather Pro HD, which is a fantastic app. It's made by the same people. I believe they're a German company. And it's through this app that I found out about Metro, the other one. This app is great. It gives you everything you could possibly need looking at your weather. Gives you obviously a forecast, gives you detailed information, but you may agree that it's not very visual, not very appealing. It gives you the basics. You can click on things or tap on things to get more detailed information, but it can be pretty basic. But what happens here is, if I go to my lovely hometown of Wigan, is I can then open this in Metro, the other one, the Metro Map HD or whatever it's called, MetroEarth, and I'm going to do that now. This is MetroEarth at its very finest, and what MetroEarth does is it turns your iPad into the coolest 3D animated Google Earth type weather type thing that you could possibly want. It is absolutely amazing. You can go 3D. So now we're in some kind of 3D mode. Don't worry about the battery. So there we go. And obviously I can pinch like this, and it redraws, it shows me all the weather from my view. In fact, if I zoom out and show you the wind, what the app does, is it will draw wind tails on the map, and I can even see whether they're warm or cold winds. I can zoom in, move the map around, go to my point of interest there, and I can see what's going on wind-wise. So I can see that there's warmer winds blowing in across the north of Scotland and the west, or the Northern Ireland, and then cooler winds, but gentler winds across England and Wales, and then just off in the North Sea over towards the continent there's a big whoosh of continental wind that's going upward. It's missing the coast altogether, missing the coast of the UK, And it's really good. There's the sun right on cue. And I can do cloud cover, and I can do precipitation, so I can look at where the rain is currently. I can see that it's raining in Wigan, and I can even see temperatures as well. See that everywhere's pretty cold at the moment. And of course, the old-fashioned pressure isobars are on there as well, so you can see what's going on with the weather. And I absolutely love this app. I think it's amazing because it's a 3D model Earth with the weather put over it. How good is that? So if you want to see what's going on, you can. So if I want to look at cloud cover, I can. Now I know what you're thinking. Of course you can do that. You can look out your window. You can do that. Of course you can. But what you can do on this app is, of course, you can predict, you can forecast the weather as well, which is great. I'm just going to show you that now. I've no idea what's going on. It's got a mind of its own at the minute. It's zooming in and out, showing me different things that are going on with the weather. So if you've ever fancied being a weather person, I dare say this app would be really good, because you could put it on your telly like I'm doing, film it off your telly, stand in front of your telly, and away you go. What I'm going to do, I'm just going to zoom in here. I'm going to put the wind on, like that, and then I'm going to find out how I predict. Can have full screen as well, which is great. This is how we predict. So at the bottom there you've got a timeline, and if I click play, then it will go through. No, not that play. Let's go Wigan cloud and put the winds back on, and then if I press play at the bottom, the forecast. A 4-day forecast, and look at that, it even goes night. How good is that? You can zoom out and you can watch the day-night cycle along with the weather. And there we go, so we're on to Friday's weather now. So it really does feel quite a settled day on Friday, it looks like. So it really does look really cool. And if I just come back, put cloud cover on instead, let's predict some of the cloud movements so we can see what's coming up weather-wise. Now, of course, it's a prediction, so you can see that we've got a window of relatively clear skies over Wigan for the rest of today, certainly in tomorrow. Then the cloud just creeps in maybe, but it seems to be breaking up. The cloud seems to be breaking away, so a relatively good day for tomorrow. And then it's the weekend, so what does the weekend hold so far? Well, much thicker cloud looking at that, and I dare say some rain as well. And in closing, let's have a look at the rain. So let's go back to the forecast, put precipitation on, and do exactly the same. And the rain just melts away. You can see it going, there it goes. Through tonight. It's been a horrendous night. That band of rain has actually passed over Wigan last night, and it rained non-stop. Absolutely non-stop, quite heavy rain as well. So you can see how the app works, and you can see that it is absolutely marvellous. And that's why it's an emergency review, because in all honesty, I think it is just incredible. I think it's the equivalent of having something like the BBC weather station computer, but instead of having to listen to the person talking about it and showing you all over the place, you get to push the buttons. You know, you can even, like I say, you can have 3D or you can have 2D, so you can you know, really get to see things. This is in 3D perspective. I don't know if you can. No, you can't. You've probably seen this on the news when it does this. Whee, goes around. Like I say, you can see exactly what's going on right across Europe there. It's just coming towards the end of the forecast now. But how good is that? So there we go, that is MetroEarth. Costs about £3. The forecasting option is an in-app purchase as well, it's got to be said. But I already had it from the other app that I had that was from Metro Weather Group. So it would seem as though those subscriptions carry over. To be honest, if you want an app that monitors the weather with no, well, I say no frills, it's quite frilly actually, but if you want one that you control and that you can customise, that you can move around, that you can have a good kind of hands-on kind of approach to weather forecasting and prediction, then look no further than this app. It's absolutely amazing. That's it for me. Find out more from Paul's iPhone on YouTube or from Paul on Twitter. And I'm happy to answer any questions as well. If you've got any questions about anything, then please do post away. I'll do my best to answer them. Been using this app for about 20 minutes, but isn't it amazing? That's it for me, and enjoy the rest of your day.